Alright, I'm back from Bladeshow 2023 and I can't wait to share with you guys what I made for it and what happened to me while I was there. However, when I started editing that video, I found some old archive footage back from 2022 and it made me remember I never wrapped that story up. If you do remember, back in 2022 I went for my JS set, and if you don't follow me on social media, Matt Stagmer on Instagram, you wouldn't know if I passed or failed or how that all ended. So today we're going to conclude that story from 2022 before we move on to this year's Bladeshow by making my final knife from that set.
My overall plan for this knife was for it to be quite large, to have a bit of a recurved edge, and a little bit fancier guard than the rest of my pieces in my set. Other than that, gotta remember, I'm not going for any awards here, I'm just demonstrating that I know how to make 5 nice, clean knives.
Right now I got this blade just about ready to do some edge grinding. However, I noticed something. If you look down the blade, you can see that right where the bevel starts, right after the choil, it's pushed to one side too much. Now I could probably fix this in the grind. However, one thing that this whole process has really taught me is to get rid of that mindset of I'll fix it later or I'll fix it in the next step. Address everything right away, do all the steps in order, make it right. So I'm gonna go heat this back up in the forge and fix it. Alright, now I got my edge centered right where it needs to be, and while I was forging it and heating it up, I realized I had a lot of material to play with up here at the tip, and I really wanted a little more flow. So what I did is I forged the bevels a little bit more up here, gave the point a little more width, adjusted my curve just a little bit, and now I'm super happy that I went back to forging it because it really, really looks nice and organic now, and I really like the flow of this blade.
Although it was a complete accident, I'm really happy that I waited an entire year to edit this video, this final piece in my set. It's really allowed me to reflect on the whole process that I went through and really kind of appreciate by the time I got to this 5th knife in the set, I really had my order of operations down and I was quite confident and I felt really good. Up until that point, maybe my first 1 through 4 knives, I wasn't really sure if I was a Journeyman Smith. But by the time I got to this one, it felt right.
So that's it. This was my final piece from my JS set. This was my largest piece that I made, my centerpiece, if you will. And I'll tell you right now that I did pass and I am currently a Journeyman Smith. I learned an absolute ton during this process. And it really got me out of my comfort zone. Got me forging again, taught me the proper fit and finish. I really hope that me sharing my journey of becoming a Journeyman Smith inspires some of you guys to do the same.